you guys, welcome back to the show. Y'all already know that's what that show is. Y'all see it in the back. It's the best show in the universe, everywhere, and that is the Backport Sports Podcast with your man Fonz. There you go, with that frog in your throat again. Welcome back, y'all. We'll talk about that off camera. Oh man, thank y'all for tuning into the show. We appreciate y'all for being here. Um, just a couple of announcements before we get started with our topic. If you're in the neighborhood, please on Facebook join the Backport Sports Podcast War Room. Please, we would be glad to have you. We cut up in there for real, for real. And also those picks for the NFL pool. Say it with me now. 7:00 p.m. Thursday night. Well, you went from a frog to a chipmunk in your throat, boss man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey man. So now that we ain't got all that out the way, let's go ahead and jump into this topic because I know y'all watched Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul on Friday night. Stayed up till 12:30 in the morning. Had to fight through Netflix buffering and all that good stuff.
Shout out to
Man, listen, I had to call Netflix see what's going on because y'all charging me too much money. Every time I look at my bank account, it says Netflix. Look, y'all better, hey, y'all better get it together. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, so it was in Texas. It was at Jerry World, home of the Cowboys. and the fight ended with Jake Paul getting a unanimous decision victory over the GOAT, the legend Mike Tyson. Well, that wasn't Mike Tyson. That was a shell of Mike Tyson. But so let's talk about it. So I'm gonna go straight to the stats. Jake Paul, he threw 200 punches, landed 80. Landed 45 jabs, 35 power punches. Mike Tyson threw 100, landed 18. 10 jabs and 8 power punches landed. Like I said, in introducing the topic, that was a shell of Mike Tyson. I was sitting in my living room with my family, and I was telling my wife, I was like, look, I'm waiting for that moment, that Mike Tyson moment, where he just let off a flurry and knocked this dude in his tail, and I was sadly disappointed in that fight. I regret staying the night. Honestly, the undercard of that whole program, the undercard was the best, especially them two ladies, man. Good God, them girls was scrapping.
Yeah.
The old girl, I was open like a taco.
Yes, sir.
And she was leaking, and she was still going at it.
Yes, sir, brother.
Good fights, good fight. I mean, all of the undercard fights to me, they was way better than that main event. But here's my little thing, and I'm gonna let you take over. If you're giving me $20 million to go 8 rounds, and that's all I got to do, I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, Jake Paul, he's a showman. He's a showman. You got to understand, he came from YouTube and went into boxing. Do I think he's the greatest boxer? Absolutely not. I don't even think he's all that personally. So
that's just me.
And so many things. I want to see, honestly, for Jake Paul to be legitimate, in my opinion, I need to see him fight a legitimate boxer that's in his prime.
He ain't gonna do it.
I want to see him fight somebody like Canelo Alvarez.
He ain't gonna do it.
I think that'll be a good one. And one dude, I know his last name is Dubois. He called him out on X, formerly known as Twitter, and they are kind of hinting toward that, but I don't know how far it's gonna go. And then two, Mike Tyson was not in the best health on Friday night. Um, about 5 months ago, I want to say, man was in the hospital. He lost over 50% of his blood. He was it was not good. That's what the fight was supposed to happen in March, but it wound up happening last weekend. So hey, $20 million to go 8 2-minute rounds and not take that much damage, I will do it. Hey, sign me up. But go ahead, man. You can take it, man.
I mean, I ain't really got too much to say about the fight. I'll say that Mike Tyson did well to be almost 60 years old and last with a guy half his age for 8 rounds.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, he shows a lot of heart. I don't think a lot of 58-year-old men would have took that challenge. Says a lot about Mike. Says a lot
Mhm.
about how he feel about himself. You know, the man really ain't got nothing to lose. He's done it all, seen it all. He's been up, he's been down. Um, so I mean, he did what he had to do, and he still walked out with some money. Um, and obviously, he got some other engagements, but we ain't even gonna talk about that.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. Anyways, uh, I feel like it was. I mean, yeah, on the show I said Jake Paul will win just because of age, and I feel like that was right. I was right because honestly, the fight wasn't as entertaining as I thought it was going to be.
Right, 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 right.
I feel like if he would have fought Mike Tyson 4 years ago, he probably would have got a different Mike. When he fought Roy Jones Jr., um, if that was Jake Paul, I think we might have would have had a different uh, end result.
Mhm.
But overall, man, I really don't think the fight was entertaining. I feel like Mike Tyson was just in there making sure he didn't get knocked out. I think that was the goal of not getting knocked out. Also, Jake Paul did a well job of fighting Mike Tyson from the outside. He did a lot of
Yeah.
moving, using his reach to his advantage. Because he know nobody wants to stand in the box with Mike Tyson.
Mm-mm.
And I feel like Mike Tyson, I mean, even though I said if he would have fought him 4 years ago, would have got a different Mike. I mean, it was hard for Jake Paul to even land punches on him. Uh,
Mhm.
I really think Jake Paul was afraid of him, honestly, but he ain't, show it too much. But like you
Right.
said, at the end of the fight, he was scared that Mike Tyson was going to hurt him. I mean, who wouldn't be? I feel like he's, intimidated without even trying to be intimidating. So, um, yeah, man. I mean, like I said, it was all right. It won't what
It was.
they it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and I don't think a lot of people thought the fight would be so dry. It wasn't a lot going on, man. I mean,
It
for it to be
wasn't.
the main event of the whole, like you said, the girls' fight really was better than the main event. Um, so I think it was just high expectations towards this fight, and we got a low result.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then two, we're looking at a champion. Everybody knows Mike Tyson. Everybody knows what he's done. Everybody knows his track record. So as somebody, and speaking for myself, that really watched Mike Tyson growing up, I expected hey, I expected this to be the last hurrah. Put the balls on the table.
I mean, I thought he
But
was going to go all out.
but see, to me, if you look at it, I ain't gonna go back and look at it because they. Mm-mm. But if you really can recall it, like in the second round, Mike started moving funny,
Mhm.
but he did. But Mike did catch him one time though. It rocked him a little bit. But yeah, I highly disappointed, anticlimactic. It's like taking this girl on a date. Only for her to say, "Can you pay my bills?" That's how I felt at the end of that fight. But
Yeah.
uh, in the comments, let us know what you think. Did y'all enjoy the fight, or you think that was a colossal waste of time? Just let me know what y'all think. I feel like it was a colossal waste of time.
Yeah.
Outside
And
of
also, not to mention Netflix. I mean, you make millions of dollars. You're a $1 billion company. You need to do better on your live stream, man. You got all this buffering going on. I know it was a lot of pressure on y'all because people was avoiding paying the prepaid and signed up for Netflix as you was gonna have it live, but you should expect already, a heavy audience to be watching on your live stream, and y'all should have the equipment to not be
Yeah.
buffering. I mean, like I said,
Yeah.
man, I went to sleep. I woke up the next day and watched the main event afterwards, which is probably the best thing because I won't stay up all night waiting for this old man to fight his son. So I mean, I went to sleep, but
Hey.
man, Netflix ain't got to do better, man. You charging people to all this money every month, and you can't even watch the live stream.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even remember because Cat Williams had a live stream on Netflix, and I remember watching it. And I don't recall it buffering, so it must have been a bigger audience for Mike and Jake Paul than it was for Cat. But nevertheless,
Chris Rock had a live up there too.
But I don't recall it having no buffering like this right here. So
it didn't.
I mean, I know it was heavily watched, from all over the world, all over the continent, probably. But still, man, you got to do better, man. People just want to watch the fight, man. You got one job: keep everything from buffering and let people enjoy the mediocre fight. But nevertheless.
But and one final thought before we get up out of here, just talking about boxing in general, it is nowhere where it used to be. It's not. It used to be a spectacle. I mean, you used to want to see the fight. I mean, really want to see the fights.
Yeah.
But welcome to the modern age, bro. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah.
But again, let us know in the comments, man, what y'all think about that fight. And also, before we get out of here, please have those NFL picks in by 7:00 p.m. Thursday night. Not Friday morning, not Saturday, not Sunday morning. Thursday night, an hour before Thursday night football. I said it like that for a reason, so y'all have your picks. It's called a deadline, people. And if you're ever on Facebook, I know a lot of y'all don't use Facebook like that no more. I check the stats, and we at some point we're gonna reach on out there, and but y'all, Facebook's where it's old people at. Jump on the Backport Sports Podcast War Room. Well, we always there, man. Like you trust me, we'll let you in there. I don't care who you rep. You could be a Cowboy fan, and I'm gonna talk about you, but you up in there. Anything you want to add, bro, before we get up out of here?
Not at all.
All right, let's get on out of here. Mike Tyson got on out of there, so we're gonna get out of here too. Yes, so this is the Backport Sports Podcast with your man Fonz
and Quan.
And we are out.